You know the feeling. You're out enjoying a perfect summer day. You look down at your phone, and the battery is just tanking. It's dropping way faster than it should. So why on earth does the summer heat seem to wage a personal war on our phone batteries? Well, let's get into it.
I mean, this has to feel familiar, right? You are definitely not just imagining things. It's a real, super frustrating phenomenon. But the good news is, there's some pretty cool science behind why it happens.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of the problem. The absolute #1 reason your phone hates the summer comes down to the basic science of what heat does directly to the battery itself.
So inside your phone, you've got a lithium-ion battery. And honestly, these things are marvels of engineering, but they've got an Achilles heel. They are extremely sensitive to temperature. And as you can probably guess, they really do not like getting hot.
This right here, this is the whole story. Just think of your battery as this carefully controlled chemical reaction. At normal temps, everything's great. The lithium ions just move back and forth, nice and steady, giving you power efficiently. But when you add heat, those chemical reactions go into absolute overdrive. The ions start moving way too fast, kind of chaotically. It's just like redlining a car's engine. Sure, it goes fast, but it burns through fuel like crazy and causes a ton of wear and tear. That's exactly what's happening here. You get faster battery drain right now, and over the long haul, you're actually damaging the battery's health.
So, yeah, the heat itself is the main villain in this story. But here's the thing, it's not working alone. It turns out that the way we use our phones in the summer is actually helping the heat drain our batteries even faster.
Okay, this one's a big one, and it's so simple. You step outside into the bright sunlight, and what's the first thing you do? You crank that screen brightness all the way up, just so you can see it. But here's the catch. Your phone's screen is one of the single biggest power hogs it has. So brighter screen means, you guessed it, a much faster battery drain.
And get this, your phone is actually working against the heat too. Think of it like it has its own little internal fan. When it's hot outside, and especially when you're doing something intense like playing a game, your phone's processor has to work overtime just to keep itself from overheating. And all that extra effort, it costs energy, and that energy comes straight from your battery.
And let's be real, our summer phone habits are just different. We're out and about. That means we're using GPS way more for directions. We're taking tons of photos and videos with the camera, all things that are already tough on the battery. When you combine that with the summer heat, you've got a recipe for a battery that just can't keep up.
So, what happens when your phone gets seriously, dangerously hot? Does it just, melt down? Well, thankfully, no. Our phones are actually pretty smart, and they have a clever self-defense mechanism to stop that from happening.
It's a feature called thermal throttling. The best way to think of it is like an automatic emergency brake. When your phone's internal sensors say, "Whoa, it's getting way too hot in here," it intentionally slows everything down. It limits the processor speed to generate less heat and give itself a chance to cool off. So remember, it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's your phone saving itself from permanent damage. But here's the part that feels so frustrating. While your phone is in this life-saving thermal throttling mode, it can feel awful to use. Everything gets laggy, apps won't open quickly, and it can make it feel like the battery problem is even worse than it is. It's a trade-off, really. A frustratingly slow phone for a few minutes is way better than a dead phone for good.
All right, that's enough doom and gloom. We get it. Heat is bad for batteries. The real question is, what can we do about it? Now that we know what's going on, let's talk about a few really simple, really effective ways you can fight back.
And here they are, 5 easy wins. First, and this is huge, keep your phone out of direct sunlight. The dashboard of your car is the absolute worst place for it. Second, just manually lower your screen brightness whenever you can. Third, if you're charging your phone on a hot day, take the case off. That case is like a little winter coat, trapping all the heat in. Fourth, close out apps you're not using so they're not running in the background. And fifth, and this is a big one, try not to use your phone for anything heavy while it's plugged in and charging. Charging already creates heat, so doing both at once is just asking for trouble.
So really, the main thing to take away from all of this is right here. The next time you're out and you see that battery percentage just nosediving, your first thought shouldn't be, my phone is so old. Instead, just remember the science. It's not your phone failing you, it's just the heat doing what heat does. And now, you actually know how to deal with it.